fate. Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a friend when I'm in my head on down in a dive. Can't call you cruel for changing your mind. I still can't call it a waste of time. I don't know what to call you if I can't call you mine.
Alright, as you already know, I have my brain draft. Shall we line edit this whole thing in 30 days? Probably not, but am I going to anyways? Totally. That is why I'm here today. Not only to show this beauty off, but to say that I'm challenging myself to line edit this whole draft in 30 days. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name's Araya. Obviously, I am the author of this little book here. Have titled it The Adventures of an Outfitter's Daughter, and I was referencing it as a hunting memoir, but I think it is definitely more of like a narrative nonfiction book centered specifically in the hunting adventure book genre. I've been working on it for the last 3 years. This is 3 years of work. It took me like almost 2 years to draft it, and then it's been a little over a year of revising. I am on draft 4. I did some last minute developmental edits already for draft 4, and now the rest of draft 4 is going to be reading and line editing this. I'm going to line edit chapter 1, like go through the whole chapter, and then I'm going to go into the master document and Google Docs and make all of the edits that I've marked up in the draft itself. So that's the plan, to go by chapter. So with it being November 17th, that would put me ending the challenge on December 16th, hoping to do about a chapter to 2 chapters a day. It might be a little lofty, it might be a little low on some days. I think I'm going to start chapter 1 tonight, but I know I probably won't finish it since it's already like 7:30, so I'm gonna get on that. I just wanted to tell you guys what is going on, show you this amazing book that I have printed. I love it. I just printed it off of Lulu and made the cover off of Canva. It is just a temporary cover. It's just some pictures that I have and then some of my favorite fonts. Some of the white does kind of blend in a little bit, but not as much as I thought it was going to. But yes, that is my book. It is just normal paper on the inside so that I could mark it up with a pen and some highlighters and not have to worry about it coming off. And I wanted the spiral bound so that I'd have the extra space and I can do this. Didn't want quite a book yet because I wanted the space if I need to make more notes. Did print off my first draft just off my printer back there, put it in a binder, and this just takes up a lot of space compared to this. I'm going to work through this chapter by chapter and make some line edits, you know, focusing on the prose level stuff, dialogue, inner monologue, all of the line level details, grammar, spelling. I'll probably have my notebook do like maybe some side notes if I have bigger level stuff I want to still fix, and then to have like a highlighter guide to like help myself if I forget, you know, that sort of thing. I'll probably have one for character level stuff, bigger concept stuff, use the red pen for grammar and stuff, you know, that sort of thing. But yes, this is the pretty girl. It is, let's see, I didn't even see how many pages. By the last chapter ends on 245, so 245 pages, but they're full pages. However, they are double spaced so that I have space to make notes. So here we go. Yay! I think I'm just gonna take you guys over the next couple days as I start this challenge. This is just gonna be episode 1 in this challenge. We'll be out of town for the weekend, but I'll probably still working on this, so I maybe just do episode 1 the next few days before I leave, and then over the weekend will be another episode. But yes, going to eat dinner, and then I'm gonna probably get my notebook out, make my highlighter guide, and then start editing chapter 1. So yay. And sorry if you hear noises, it's my chair. It is very squeaky. I need to get a new chair. I'm gonna spend money on things like this instead, so that was the other thing, is I did expedite the shipping, so that cost quite a bit, but otherwise it was only 20 bucks. The shipping was a lot more, so yeah, that is that. I'm gonna stop talking, gonna eat some dinner. I made some enchiladas, and I will talk to you guys probably in the morning because it's already late. I'll work on this in the morning before work and then go from there. Can you tell I love it? Because I do.
All my biggest fears about being left alone. I told you that ain't confidence. I know had been bad, maybe we'd be good. But I don't have the energy to be anything you deserve. I know it's on me that I let you go. Thought moving on be easier, but no, I don't wanna be tied down. I just wanna go for a ride now.
Okay guys, it is now Tuesday morning. It is about time for me to leave for work, so it's 6:25, and I did in fact get through chapter 1 last night. Woo! And I just got through part of chapter 2. I don't think I'm quite halfway through it. It's kind of a longer chapter, marking it up as I go. I think the biggest thing is that I second guess myself with certain things, so I like have to reread it several times or have to look things up. There's definitely a big difference from the last chapter to this one. This one's a lot more passive, but there's a lot of points I'm getting across, and like not every point in the beginning is action. It's like setting up the scene for everything. So I don't know if I could put more action in this or just try to make the sentences a little less passive. I haven't quite decided yet. I think I'm going to read through the whole thing and then decide, and then maybe if I want to go back with my highlighter for that designation and go through and highlight it. It would be my blue for the passive voice. I did in fact move chapter 1 over last night, as you saw, and I'm just going to keep working at this when I get home. I did consider taking this with me to work, but I don't want to end up getting food or something on it or ruining it. And I think today I'm going to spend my breaks at work walking, like my 10s, 15s, whatever you call them. I'm going to spend the part of my day walking, and then I usually spend most of my lunch eating, relaxing, you know, watching some sort of show and sitting on my phone. So I won't take this to work with me today. Maybe in the future. I feel like we're on a good track. With chapter 2 being so long, maybe we'll only get chapter 2 done today, and that's okay. I don't want to push myself too much. So like, I want to put the proper work into each chapter. So that's where we are for the moment, and I will see you guys tonight. Bye.
I don't stop 'cause I know you don't want to see me at your door. 'Cause I know you don't want to love me anymore. It feels like I'm just out my body when you're not around. Though I can hardly bear to entertain anybody else. Oh well, I don't wanna be tied down. I just wanna go for a ride now. I don't understand a bit. Her house crashed on the bedroom floor, been holding hands that I wish were yours for a while now. Standing on the wave, gonna wipe out. Light on in your room like a lighthouse that I can't turn off when I drive by late. But I don't stop 'cause I know you don't want to see me at your door. 'Cause I know you don't want to love me anymore. I was slipping down the sidewalk, summer after college, met a lifeguard. She was just a figment of a daydream, wishing she would dive and come and save me. We were at a party up in Cape Cod, jumping in the water at the lake dock. Sun was in her eyes and it was so hot, but I'm the boy that she was trying to blow up. 'Cause she wants a guy that has a bad boy reputation. I don't wanna ruin my vacation by falling in love.
Don't mind like my sweaty appearance in the darkness of the room. I think it's kind of light enough. Just wanted to update you guys. Finished up marking chapter 2. Did in fact go through it twice. I got through most of it this morning and then finished it off when I got home, and then went through it again through the first part because I did feel like it was a little passive. So I went through it again and just marked some things up. I think I just always do this with my revisions, where I tend to like to go over it multiple times. Like even last night I went through the chapter kind of twice with the pen and my highlighters, and then I did all the edits to the chapter and then read through the chapter again once I was done with that and made more tweaks. I'm just like, you know, trying to cover all my bases and try to make sure everything flows correctly. So that's what I've been doing. Going to serve up some dinner, and then depending on how my fiance feels, we're gonna watch The Voice, and then once he goes to bed I'll probably watch Dancing with the Stars and work on implementing the edits into the master document on my laptop. So I'll bring all this out there and work on that. If I have some free time, I'd like to crochet or read before bed, but we'll see because it's probably like 7:45ish. It's already kind of late I don't even know if I'll be able to watch both shows all the way. I might have to finish Dancing with the Stars tomorrow. That's okay though. It's 2 good shows and I don't want to rush through it, so if I need to watch one of them tomorrow, that's totally fine. I just wanted to update you guys since I haven't updated you since this morning. I guess I updated you guys this morning, so not that long ago. Just trying to be better about showing more parts of my life and not just specifically, you know, the writing or the editing. So I did take you through me making dinner. Just gonna try to show more pockets of, you know, my life and my personality, because I feel like I don't show it quite as often sometimes, and I feel like the challenges usually push me to show more of my personality and stuff, because it's such a long period of time usually for those sorts of things, and you know, you get more bits of that thrown throughout a video. I've been trying to like work on, you know, making my videos better in more ways than one. Like, my videos aren't going to be the most aesthetic thing in the world. I'm usually sitting here in my office working on things, so that's kind of what happens. Like, literally my chair is kind of shoved off in the back. I didn't even realize that. But yeah, I just walked for a little over 30 minutes, basically 35 minutes on the walking pad, and was working on these line edits, and we're gonna move to the living room here in a sec. And yeah, I think that's everything for the moment. Like I said, I've just been trying to be better about these videos, trying to get across the point of who I am, my life, and just showing how I go about certain things, especially during the week. It's a lot harder. This takes away from a lot of my like creativity fun things, you know, like reading, crocheting, just relaxing, spending time with my fiance when I have to focus on such a big thing. Point is to get this edit done in 30 days, and so that means I have to kind of prioritize it more than other things. I wouldn't be surprised if I took a break from it for 1 day or 2 to kind of recover, and I think that's kind of be Thursday because we're going down to my parents this weekend, so I won't have really time to work on it in the evening. We'll be in a car, so I might work on it, but I won't really film. So Thursday morning might be the end of this video, and then maybe I'll start a new one for the weekend. Keep telling myself to keep these on the shorter end, but I'm also like, I want to show more pockets of who I am in my life. It's just hard because these long chatty clips are really hard to edit. However, like, I also know that some people like the chatty parts of videos. You know, let me down in the comments if you like the chattier updates or if you like them more to the point. I think it's time to move over to the living room. I'm gonna serve myself a bowl of tater tot casserole, get a drinky poo, my water, bring that in there, bring all this in there, and enjoy the rest of my Tuesday evening watching my shows. So yeah, that's what's going on. Let's do it.
I said I don't ever wanna leave here. Asked if I could put us in a new gear. Maybe I could take you back to LA. Promise you won't ever have a bad day. Driving in a Beamer on the highway. I just wanna see you coming my way. Oh, 'cause we don't need no shoes on our feet to get this moving. Disco grooving, two-step like they do it. All those boys, just you like Tom Cruise. Two-step like they do it. Two-step like they do it. Those movies, let's get moving. Let's get moving. I don't wanna get a bad.
Okie dokie. I got through about halfway of chapter 3, marking it up. Most of it is still just red pen, and then a couple sentences that kind of felt either passive, like they could be worded just a bit better. Sometimes it's easier just to figure that out in the document than on the page. Some of it I can figure out, but some of it, like, you kind of have to tweak like a couple times within the sentence to figure out what you truly want. That's what I've been finding so far. Not anything huge yet. I did realize that I did need to introduce the character in this chapter just a little bit. I did used to have a description in there and I took it out because I like explain who he is throughout the chapter, but it's more of like what he looks like and his mannerism, but not like who he is to my dad and to his business at this time. So I think I just need to, you know, add a couple words or sentence into the first chunk that he is introduced in and just make sure that point is clear. I did finish chapter 2 last night. Ooh, I need to move chapter 2 on my bulletin board. I will probably do that when I get home because it is about time for me to leave. I need to take the dog out and leave for work. Just so you guys know, I was so upset yesterday because I left for work. Didn't realize it, but I stepped in dog poop. Not my dog's because she will not poop anywhere but the dog park. So I have to walk her all the way over there anytime she has to go poop. But I went to start my car with and I like took her out in the morning yesterday and stepped in dog poop and didn't realize it. Got like halfway through work and my car smelled really bad of dog poop because the heater was running. And yeah, I had a big chunk on the bottom of my work shoes. So I wiped it off when I got to work, like in the grass by the parking lot, and didn't realize I didn't get it all. So I got all the way upstairs and looked at my shoe. Yeah, there was still a huge clump on there. And I was like, are you serious? Not only was it a huge turd, ugh, it smelled disgusting, but it was still in my shoe and I was on the 3rd floor. So I had to put my work shoes in a garbage bag, wore my tennis shoes yesterday, and then yeah, took them home. It's still in my car because I really don't have to clean it off. Yeah, so I might email my apartments about that because, oh, there's a train. So yeah, I might email my apartments about that today because like I'm like, if your dog is on the leash like it's supposed to be, it's not that hard to pick up the poop. Like I expect there to be poop in a dog park because it's a dog park, but not in the grass around our cars. Like that's just kind of rude. I was a little salty about that yesterday. I forgot to mention that in my update. But yes, I finished chapter 2 last night. I'm about halfway through chapter 3 of the line edits on the page. So I will finish that when I get home and then transfer the edits into the master document. I can definitely tell if I don't watch myself, I'm going to burn out doing this because I am focusing solely on this in my spare time right now. And usually during the week, I let myself relax a little. There's the train again. Hurry up, train. I have to get to work. Alright, the train is stopped blowing its horn, but it is still going by, so if you hear that, I apologize, but I really need to get to work. It's 6:29, and I usually try to leave by 6:37, so yeah. What was I even saying? I don't know. It will just update you guys probably this evening, probably finish this off. What's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow morning, I think, like I said, because I'm going to be leaving Thursday, and then maybe just start a new vlog for the weekend because I will be at my parents'. That or I won't really vlog. I haven't really decided, but the plan is just to start a new vlog over the weekend because I will be in a different environment and there'll be a different structure to my editing. Like I said, halfway through chapter 3, gotta go to work. Hopefully this time I won't step in dog poop, and yeah, I will see you guys later today. Bye.
Reputation, but I kinda wanna ruin my vacation by falling in love. But you're calling my bluff. Oh, 'cause we don't need no shoes on our feet to get this moving. Disco grooving, two-step like they do in all those movies. Twist you like Tom Cruise. Two-step like they do, two-step like they do in those movies. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. Saw your silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't mind in
Okay, coming to you guys from the spare bed once again for an update. The thing is, during the week, my desk has my walking pad underneath it, so it just makes it awkward to do updates on my desk. But I did in fact finish chapter 3 as you'd seen. Just got through all of that. I went through the edits for the chapter and then read through it, or made the changes in the chapter in the document and then read through it once more. Don't know if I'm just being overly critical. I feel like I just keep finding more things when I read through it, and a lot of it is like I want to change it back to what it was before. So I don't know if I shouldn't be reading it back or not. That's kind of been one of my struggles lately. And that's what I was trying to say this morning before the train interrupted me, is that this is kind of consuming all of my time outside of work because I'm working on it in the morning before work, working and then coming home and working on it with a break for dinner. Basically, that's all it is. I think I am going to try to read the last chapter of the book that I've been reading. That'll give me some sort of break. But I mean, it's already 9:30, so I don't have time to really do much of anything else besides take the dog out. I'm going to work on chapter 4 in the morning, but I don't think I'll work on it for the rest of the day though. Like I said, I'm going to my parents. I'm going to be probably having to drive half the way and then he'll drive the other half, my fiance. So as long as he drives for a little bit, I'll probably edit this video and take a break from editing because I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to work on the next few chapters. I just have to remind myself I also have like 30 days and there's only 20 chapters. Like I don't have to get a chapter done a day, but that is what I'm aiming for. So I don't want to slack too much, but I also don't want to burn myself out completely. That's my thoughts at the moment. The biggest thing right now is just, you know, trying to trim down the excess words, trying to make sure all sentences are like flowing correctly, breaking up more paragraphs a little bit to make it flow a little bit better. Yeah, just pretty simple but difficult edits at the same time, you know, kind of goes back and forth between the two, being simple and hard. Chapter 3 is done. I'm going to move on to chapter 4 in the morning and we'll go from there. I don't think it's a super long chapter. I guess I will see you in the morning for probably the last update of this video unless I decide to drag it on over the weekend, but I think it'll feel too disjointed at this point. So yeah, I will probably sign off in the morning, or if I have to sign off before I leave in the evening, I will do that. But either way, I guess I will see you tomorrow.
Sometimes opposites attract, but it never lasts. So maybe it was just the right thing lining up at the wrong time. And I think maybe if I'd held on tight, she'd still be sitting by my side. I'll never know, I'll never know. I don't like messing with regrets, but I doubt she'd ever leave my head. What could I have done? Could I have said I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. Oh, I'll never know, I'll never know. You made a country club pool feel like Malibu Beach. Sure, your parents had money, but you like to drink cheap. Should've known the first moment you're out of my league, but you said you liked me. Oh, I bet it was a right thing running